So today we'll start new lesson 13, Microsoft Excel 2010. So today we will study that how we open a Microsoft Excel 2010 application and how we create a workbook in the Microsoft Excel 2010. See, on my desktop there is a Microsoft Excel 2010. If it is not available on the desktop of your computer, so you can click on the start button. Now in the start button, when you click on the start button, so go on the all programs. So here you have to search it, scroll it. So while scrolling, there you find the Microsoft Office option. See, so click on the Microsoft Office option. So a drop down menu will open. In there you have to search Microsoft Excel. See this Excel 2010. So by clicking on this Excel 2010 window will open. See this application is open. Now the default name of this Excel file is book 1. This is the default name. So till now we have not given any name to this Excel file. So the default name is the book 1. Now this book 1 by default it contains 3 sheets, as you can see on the uh, bottom of the window. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. 3 tabs are there. So by clicking on sheet 2 we can switch from sheet 1 to the sheet 2 and sheet 3. Like that, after this, if you have and if you have added 3 sheets, if you have added the data in the 3 sheets, now you want to add more sheets, so that also we can do in the book 1, in this book. Okay, this is the status bar. There you find the different types of the views. Normal view, you can see here, this is the page layout view, this is the page break preview, and this is the zoom slider. So by sliding you can zoom the this page sheet. So now this is the topmost bar of the window, that is the title bar. This is called the title bar, which shows the name of the application Microsoft Excel, and here is the book 1, the default name of the Excel file. It contains the minimize button on the right corner. This is the restore button, and this is the close button if you want to close the application, restore down and minimize. On the left hand side you find, see, different buttons. This is the quick access toolbar. This is for the save control process. This is the undo button. This is the redo button. This you find the customize access toolbar. So this customize access toolbar, quick access toolbar, contains the all frequently used buttons which you are using. So see the new, open, save, email, quick print, spelling, undo, redo, sort ascending, sort descending, open recent file, more commands, so below the ribbon. All these uh, frequently used buttons are present in the quick access toolbar. Now, this is the tabs. This is the file tab. File tab contains all the commands related to the file operation. Like the, so if you click on the file tab, see, you'll find the save to save the file, save as, open to open any existing Excel file, close the file Excel file, information info file. If you click on the info, it will display the information about the book 1. See the size and properties. Here it is size not saved yet, title nothing, tags, rotate dates means today you created that 1036. Okay, now the recent means what recently files you have prepared, that it will show you. New, if you want to create a new Excel file, blank workbook can be added by clicking on the new. As you can see, if I click on the create, a new blank workbook will be created. So after that we have to click on the create tab, this create button. Now you see this new is added. Okay, so by clicking on the close, we can close that workbook. Now see another options, print, save and send. If you want to send somewhere, some location, help. It gives you many options. In the help, you'll find the see many options. Getting started, how contact us, options, check for updates for this Microsoft Excel. So this options, see what it provides. Excel options, here you find the formulas, proofing, save, language, advanced, customize, Ruby. This is the general you find here. So mini toolbar on selection, enable live preview, color scheme, screen tip style, use this font size or something. In the formulas, see calculation, automatic, workbook calculation, maximum iteration, maximum change. So there are different options related to the formulas, proofing. Now save this file in this format, Excel workbook. So here different files format are there, XML data, single web page, so that you can convert it. Okay. So default file location. So your file will be saved in the C drive and the user folder and the HB folder and a document. Auto recover exceptions for book one. Disable auto recover. Here see set checked out files to server draft location on this computer of the document cache. So here server drafts location. So close it. Now another options available, that is exit, if you want to come out from this Microsoft Excel. So we click on this exit. So Excel file will be closed. Now again I will make a double click on this Microsoft Excel, it will be open. Now see. So this is the next is the home tab. So in the home tab, see different buttons are arranged in different groups. That is the one group, clipboard group. This contains the paste button, cut button, copy button, and the format painter. Okay. So where on the home. Next group is the font group. All commands, all buttons related to the font, like to make the text bold, italic, underline. Here, if you want, by clicking on this, you can change the font pace. This is the font size. This is to increase the font size. This is to decrease the font size. This is the font color, to fill the color. Uh, this is the C font color. This is the border, bottom border. There is the alignment group. If you want to make the text, see this is the align text left. This is the center. This you can see align text right. This you can see bottom align. This is middle align. This is top align. These are the different alignments. Now here decrease indent, here increase indent, and this is the orientation of the text. This is to wrap text, and this is merge and center, to merge two cells. Different options it contains: merge center, merge across, merge cell, unmerge. This is the general button. So choose the values in the cell as displayed as a percentage, currency as a date or time. There is a general, many options are there in the drop down you find. See, like this number, currency, format, accounting, date, long date, time, percentage, fraction, scientific notation, many are there. So whichever you want to choose, you can choose. So these are the different symbol. If you want to add accounting number format, dollar symbol is there. So similarly other many other also, dollar, pound, euro, Chinese, like this you can add. This is the percentage symbol. This is the comma style, and this is also the increased decimal. This is the decreased decimal. Now this style group, conditional formatting, format table, cell styles. These are different buttons. So you can change the cell styles. Conditional formatting, see what you want to do here. Highlights the interesting cells. See the conditional formatting, highlight interesting cells. Emphasize unusual values and visualize data using data bars, color scales and icons set based on criteria. So so if you press F1, it will show you the more options in it. Okay. So it will open now. Conditional formatting. It will show you that for what purpose it is used. If you want to know about any commands, any buttons. So by selecting that button, command press F1. See what are the options available in this conditional formatting. This is the arrow, drop down arrow. Now see, highlight cells rules, means greater than, less than, between. uh, equal to text that contains a date occurring duplicate values, or more rules are there. Conditional formatting, top and bottom rules. Create top 10 items, top 10%, it will highlight bottom 10%, bottom 10%, above average, below average. Okay. Next is the data bars. So like this gradient fill, solid fill, color scales, you can see many color scales are there. Icon sets, you can see directional. Any of the property you can use whichever you want. Next is the format as table. So here also you find the more options. See, these are the different format tables, whichever you want. Light, medium, dark, many table styles are there, whichever you want that you can apply. So where is the data for your table? My table has headers. Okay. That is the column one here. One column we added. Now for this you can apply the short operation, cancel it. So undo the operation. Now after that, this is the cells group, to insert cells, to delete the cells, to format the cells, editing group. Now next is the insert tab. So there you find the tables group, illustration group, to add the pictures from the file, from the clipart, add different shapes. This is the chart group, to convert the data of the Excel into a chart. This is the sparklines group, this is the filter, this is the links group, this is the text group, and this is the symbols. Next is the page layout. So all operations, all commands related to the page. See the themes. If you want to set the themes of the page, so you can select any themes. If you click from here, see different themes are there. Any themes you can select. So the colors are there. Different colors you can select. Any color if you want to select that also you can select. Okay, like this. See this color. Fonts you can select from here, whichever the font you want to use it. Effects are there many. Any effect if you want to add clarity, composite, whatever. Some margins you want to set, so that you can set the margins. See normal, wide, narrow, any margins you can select. Orientations also portrait, landscape. So if you click on the landscape, that's the landscape. Portrait also you can use it. This is the portrait. Size, page size you can set. Print area you can set. Breaks, background. If in the background you want to add something, see the background, sheet background. If any image you want to add on the background of the sheet, so you can take any image and you can insert it as a background. See background. Let me do the undo operation. Print titles. So any titles you can print. So whatever the title you want to, down then over. So print area, print titles, what rows to repeat at the top, columns to repeat at left. Print area you have to select. Page setup, print area. Okay. Now this is the scale to fit. This is the sheet options, arrange if you want to make any image, anything, send backward at the background. So you click on this. After that, next is the formulas. This is the insert function, auto sum function. Recently used functions will be there: sum, date value, average, if, hyperlink, count, max, sign function, sum if, insert function. This is the related to the financial functions are there. Related to logical, and false if, error, not, or. This is the text, related to the text function. See char, clean, code, concatenate, dollar, exact, find, fix, left, len, lower, mid, proper. Many functions are there. This is a date and time function, date value, days 360, hour, minute, network days. See, this is a lookup reference. So many lookups are there. Lookup and reference, address, choose, columns. HLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, many are there. See, these are the lookups different. HLOOKUP, hyperlink, index, lookup, match, offset, these are different. So lookup value, table array, row index, range. Okay, let me do the undo operation. Next is the math and trigonometric functions. Many functions, see absolute, cos, aggregate. Here it contains more functions, statistical function, engineering functions, cube related functions, information, compatibility, many are there. Okay, so this is the defined names group, formula auditing and calculation. Next is the data tab. So this contains the get external data if you want to from access, from web, from text, and from notepad, from other sources. Refresh this connection group, sort and filter, data tools, outline. Next, the review tab. You can see it contains the proofing group if you want to check the spellings of the text and data what you have entered. The search group, thesaurus, means it will provide you the synonyms or antonyms. Translate group, see this is the language translate. So this is the comments group, this is the changes. Next is the view tab. So there you find the workbook view, different show, zoom, windows and macros. So all these are called the ribbons. Now so this this sheet is called a spreadsheet, and this is spreadsheet divided into the many rows and columns. So this vertical lines is called column, and columns are labeled as alphabets A, B, C. This is column A, column B, column C, like this. So just a minute, let me close this first. You have entered too few arguments for this function. I don't want to use this function. Okay, no need to use this function. So here you can see. So this is the columns name, and the horizontal lines are called the rows, and the rows are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4 as a number. This is row 1. So when I click on the any cell, that cell will become active, and the active cell is represented by this solid black line border. And this is the name box, and the name box will display the address cell reference of this first cell, active cell reference of the active cell. So the address of this cell is the A1. Here you can type anything. Suppose the first is the name field. I want to make name. So this is a name field. So if I will click on this cell, so the reference of this cell is what? C3. C means column C and row 3. Column C and row 3. So this is called the cell reference. This is the formula tab. So here you can write the formulas. Any formula if you want to write, cancel it. Okay. So now here if you want to increase the width of the cell, so click on this at the center and drag it. Just click on this and it will become in the plus shape. Now after that you can drag it. See, now the size of the cell means column A will increase. Now this column A will is increased. Similarly, we can increase here also the row height also. If you click on this, see, like this, row height will also increase like this. Okay, now this is called the column header. If you click on this column header, entire column will be selected. So this is called the row header. If you click on the row header, see, third row is entire row will be selected. So this is called the column header. This is called the row header. Now just to review the operation. So this is all for the today students. So in the next class, we will discuss the remaining things of the Microsoft Excel, and we create one spreadsheet and we add the data in the spreadsheet that we'll learn in the next class. So this is all for today. Thank you for your kind attention.